Ukraine's counteroffensive is making headlines in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. For the Ukrainian part, Kyiv's defense ministry said on Monday that its forces were successful in retaking 7 villages and made further advances in the southeast. Just a day after, NATO Secretary General confirmed these advancements and said that the West's supply is indeed helping the Ukrainian soldiers in the way to triumph.
And the support NATO allies and partners are delivering to Ukraine is making difference on the battlefield as we speak, because the Ukrainians have launched the offensive, they are making advances, they are gaining ground. This is still early days, but what we all know is that the more land the Ukrainians are able to liberate, the stronger their hand will be at the negotiating table, and the more likely it is that President Putin will understand that he will never win this battle, he will never win the war of aggression.
However, Russia had something else to say. In fact, Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Thursday that Ukraine lost 25 to 30% of military vehicles, and Kyiv's human losses were 10 times higher than Russia's. He also targeted the West by emphasizing that Moscow was open to peace talks over Ukraine, but that the only way to do so is for Western countries to end their arms supplies to Kyiv.
They lost over 160 tanks and over 360 armored vehicles of various types during this time. The structure of their losses does not look good for them. What am I speaking about? Out of personnel losses, which are approaching the mark that could be called catastrophic. The structure of those losses is not good.
President Putin also believed Ukraine was responsible for a breach last week of the Kakhovka Dam, which he said had been caused by Kyiv shelling the structure with US-made HIMARS missile systems.
They use HIMARS rockets deliberately and many times to hit Kakhovka Dam. That's the point. Maybe they had some kind of plant there. I don't know. Maybe they added something insignificant once more, and destruction began.
The conflict took another path away from peace negotiating table. As a response on whether Russia is planning to launch an offensive after Kyiv launched its counteroffensive, President Putin said Moscow's new action in Ukraine is depending on the Russian military potential.